iOS 14 has just been released. We are all excited about it. But for some of you that don't want to update to iOS 14 because it is very buggy, you can also use all of these tweaks that I mentioned in this video and make your iPhone look like iOS 14. For all of these tweaks, it is including the paid one and also the free alternative. I'm gonna show you both. Now we're gonna go to the first one here. It is a tweak that turns your icon into the widgets. It is called Velox Reloaded. So if I want to turn the icon into the widgets, I just hold on the icon itself. Then I'm gonna click on Velox Reloaded right here. Then it's gonna ask me to choose the size for the widget. So we can go to medium, we can go to small, or we can go to full size. I'm gonna enable small size. It is my favorite one. And here we go. We have the night widget on the home screen right here. It shares similar feature just like the iOS 14. And one more tweak that it is a free alternative. You can use a home screen widget where you can just hold on the icon right here. Then you're gonna go to jiggle mode where you can click on the blank space here. So I'm gonna click on here. Then the new page will pop up and you can add the photo widgets. And you can click here. We have time and date too, and then you can click on add, and we're gonna have the time widget right here on your home screen. And you may already have heard about app library from iOS 14, and we have another tweak on iOS 13 too that shares similar feature just like the iOS 14. It is called Instalauncher, where you can swipe from here. Then you're gonna see the application from A to Z. It's so when you scroll on it, and you can launch the application much faster. So I can go to mail, and now I jump to mail straight away. You can also select your favorite apps. So these are some of the favorite apps that gonna pop up that you can select. You can enable your favorite app from settings. Go to settings, go to Instalauncher 2, go to customize. Then we have an option to select favorite apps, so you can select here. So just enable from here. Apple also redesigned Siri on iOS 14, but from iOS 13 you can also install a tweak that do the same thing. You can go to settings and make sure you install SmallSiri, and SmallSiri has been around for a while, where you can now, when I invoke Siri, it's gonna show on the top. So I'm gonna turn on Siri first, and it's gonna pop up on the top. And you can also change the position. Go back to settings and you can select at the bottom here. Now when you invoke Siri, it's gonna pop up at the bottom just like iOS 14, but we have similar style. It is much bigger, but at least we have the same feature, right? Apple has also introduced Translate app on iOS 14, but from iOS 13 here you can also use Translomatic to translate the text or the message much faster. For the tweak, it is much more convenient than the iOS 14. So if you go to settings, go to Translomatic right here, there are many different languages you can translate to, and there are a ton of language from here. And then you're gonna go back. So this is the language that you want to select. So you can select the language that you want to translate to. I'm gonna translate from English to Khmer. That's why I'm select on Khmer right here. Then you're gonna enable the application that you want to translate. So I'm gonna scroll all the way down and find message. I'm gonna enable message here, and then you can just respring. Now after your phone has been respring, just go back to message. Then you can translate the message. So I'm gonna use this one as an example. So I just hold on the message here. Then you can see Translomatic right here. So click on it. It's gonna translate straight away, and make sure your internet is connected to your phone too. And right here, this is the result. One more thing, Apple has also introduced pin in the message app, where you can pin the message to the top, and it is very convenient when you have many people, when you message to many people and there are a ton of them. You can pin your favorite message and it's gonna show up on the top. And here is the tweak that shares similar feature, where I can swipe from here. Then you're gonna see the pin button right here. Click on it. and this message will pop up and go to the top, and you can view this message from the top here, or you can just unpin it. I heard that from iOS 14 you can pin only up to 9 people, but with the tweaks you can pin as many people as you want, so you can pin many of them. On iOS 14 I found that on camera you can actually change the video resolution straight away from the camera app, and this is the tweak for iOS 13 that shares the similar feature where you can just click on the top here, then it's gonna pop up like that where you can select many different resolution, and for the iPhone 8 it can record up to 4K, then you can select from here, so it has 4K too, where you can select from here. I don't need to go to setting app to configure it from settings. It takes quite some time to do that, and this is the good tweak that you need to try. You probably heard about the tweaks already. This is the tweak that adds picture-in-picture mode to Safari. So if you watch the video from Safari, where you can click the button here, but from the iOS 14 you can just swipe like that and it's gonna go to picture-in-picture mode straight away. But for the tweak, at least it does picture-in-picture mode where you can manually click on the top here. You're gonna see picture-in-picture mode button, then you're gonna go back, and it has the same feature as iOS 14 where you can move your video anywhere on your screen. Then you can make it bigger, or you can just make it smaller, or you can just hide it, but the video is still playing. You can hide from here, then you can click here to go back, or you can just click on the X button to close the video immediately. One more thing, you may have seen the wallpaper from the beginning of the video where I have iOS 14 wallpaper, and you can see when I go to settings and go to wallpaper and select the wallpaper from here, and then you're gonna see I have the wallpaper injected into iOS 13. So you can install this wallpaper for free. Go to search, and then you can search for iOS 14 Dynamic Wallpapers. But before you can install iOS 14 Dynamic Wallpaper, make sure you add Skitty repo and install WallpaperLoader, and otherwise you cannot inject it into settings. Make sure you have WallpaperLoader installed on your device. Now move on to Scorpion. For Scorpion, it's gonna give you the call bar just like iOS 14, and iOS 14 has give you the new redesign on call. It's gonna give you only the bar when you receive the call, and it's gonna show on the top, and Scorpion does the same way, and you can install it on iOS 13 to 13.5.1. It does work very well. So for example, I can just call just for an example. So I can just call here, and you can see the bar on the top, and then you can just move down and move anywhere on your screen. And you have another option where you can swipe from here like that, where you can enable speaker, go to keypad. You can also enable the video call from here too. It is pretty awesome, and you can swipe back to go to decline, where you can just click on decline to end the call. Finally, thanks for watching. I hope you like all of these tweaks and the update for you. Then I will catch you guys in the next one.